What's going on, Leo? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for February 2023. So in this reading, Leo, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy for the month. We're going to take a look at some things you do not see coming. We're also going to get some advice from your angels and spirit guides and much more regarding February 2023, Leo. But before we begin this reading, as always, Leo, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we move through this reading, and I really do appreciate you, Leo, for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading happens to resonate with you, Leo, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. That would also be greatly appreciated over here, Leo. So without further ado, I will now pull the energy and we'll see what wants to come through for you for February 2023, Leo. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Leo. All right, Leo, let's see what's going on. Okay, Leo, so let's go ahead and get into this reading with some pre-shuffled oracle cards. What energy do you need more of? What energy do you need to embody here for February 2023? The first energy that we have here is Bridget, inner strength with the fire here, okay? So move back to wholeness, recognize that you have the power, Leo, here. So there is something about taking your power back from a situation. There is something about a lot of you have been you've been thrown off. For some of you, this is going to be a love situation, but for others of you, this is like I'm just getting even in the matrix. I'm even getting like the world that we live in. There's something about you taking your power back from society. There's something about you taking your, realizing you are much deeper than the work that you do. You are much deeper than any sort of thing that society sees you as. And you need to remember that you are a greater being. We are spiritual beings having a temporary human experience, right? And so there is something about in whatever way that makes sense to you, taking your power back. Okay, some of you that's going to be a little bit dicey as to how you do that, but we'll get into it. You also have Freya, phases and cycles. There is a beginning with every ending. Illusions are being revealed and released. So there is something about an illusion that may be coming to your mind. For a lot of you, this has to do with love, or for some of you, this has to do with your career, or just the overall, I'm even getting, some of you could be having like kind of a mini spiritual awakening, or there's some sort of awareness that you're like, it just hits you. Okay, that like something about, we're gonna have to see what this is about, but you see the moon in the background. This is about, the blackbird represents death and the moon represents the unknown. Okay, so be aware of that. And then you have Green Tara, supreme protection. You are protected, cords are being cut, move beyond limitation, and trust, all right, with Green Tara. Now it's interesting because what do you have? What is this energy? This is all feminine energy, Leo, right? This is all feminine energy. So even if you're more masculine, don't be afraid to sink into the feminine. And there is someone that you may have to cut a cord with, that you need to protect yourself against. Now, I'm even getting that this could be something to do with your work, or this could be something to do with like past people. Something about like you are going to recreate yourself in February. You are going to recreate who you are, like your definitions in that. Now, for a lot of you, it's difficult because this has to do with love, and this has to do with like karma with love. So let's go ahead and get into this reading. Your opportunity, Leo, is the Seven of Cups, right? The Seven of Cups in your opportunity is kind of you. Once again, you have Freya. Illusions are being revealed. The Seven of Cups is coming through as an illusion, and you have all these choices in front of you. For some of you, this illusion has to do with love, that you thought someone loved you, and then you realized that it wasn't as deep as you thought, or roles can be reversed with you. But there is something about sorting through illusion. And for a lot of you, this is deep though, Leo. Like for a lot of you, this has to do with the fight against like for our freedom as human beings on this planet. Now this can be like not crazy, but it's just like there's something about you having an awakening to some sort of illusion in your life in February. That's your opportunity, is to like really let that sink in, and instead of like avoiding it. Because the advice is that there seems to be some sort of scheme that has gone on. Like this could be you realizing that you're being schemed financially, you're being schemed emotionally, but there is some sort of scheme that you need to wake up to. Your challenge is the Ace of Cups. All right, so with your challenge being the Ace of Cups here, Leo, I'm getting a few different things from this. We're going to have to clarify, but it's all emotions, right? Your emotional thing is going on here. Some of you could have recently gone through a breakup for sure, and you're like, was that the right decision to let this person go? The Ace of Cups in your challenge, for a lot of you, there is someone new that you're going to meet in February that you didn't see coming, that kind of throws you for a loop. With the Ace of Cups being in your challenge, I am sensing that there is some sort of new relationship coming in for you. But for a lot of you, your challenge is you don't know if it's too soon. You don't know if this is the right person or something. Also, with the Ace of Cups being in your challenge, I don't know. We're going to have to see as we go into it. Now, when it comes to your overall general energy, Leo, for February 2023, you have the King of Cups, you have the Justice card, and you also have the Eight of Wands. Very interesting frequency that you have here as your overall general energy. No matter what, once again, you have Green Tarot, you have Bridget. This is something about protection, legal protection, health protection, emotional protection. The universe has your back. But what you don't want to do is spiral into a phase of denial is what I'm getting. Because you have the King of Cups here, you also have the Eight of Wands. There could be something, some of you really just could have a big choice in love and you're trying to figure out like, is this an illusion? Is this person just like, because the Eight of Wands is speed, communication, travel, and you have the King of Cups, which is love. Some of you definitely could be connecting to a water sign in love, Leo, this month. But it's just something about I don't know what, we're going to have to really clarify this read to get more into it, because I'm getting like so many different things for different Leos. Now, when it comes to what you don't see coming, I mean, yeah, there's something about love here. You have the Two of Cups, you have the King of Swords, and you also have the Star. This is renewal, and it's interesting because the Ace of Cups is in your challenge, and the King of Swords is generally someone who is very like stern. They know what they want. They have clear boundaries. The King of Swords as well is right underneath that Justice card. So there's something about justice. There is something about, for those of you that are single now and have recently got out of something toxic, there is something about someone who is going to bring justice to you, like balancing forces. Like let's say that someone was like, you got schemed in a relationship. There is something about balancing forces, bringing you someone who you deserve, someone who's going to treat you right. I am getting that. Now, the problem is that there is something about like you having trust issues, or you, once again, the Ace of Cups being in your challenge, you maybe not being ready for this. I am sensing either, for a lot of you, this is a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, who's coming in who wants something with you. And there is an opportunity to let that land. Now, we're going to have to see as we get through it. But when it comes to your advice, you have the Knight of Wands, you have the Seven of Swords, and you also have the Empress here. I don't know what this is about, Leo, okay? Because the Seven of Swords is here, the Justice card is here. There is something about like a wrongdoing. You also have the Knight of Wands in your advice, and the Empress is just screaming to me to raise your standards. Okay, the Empress is like, in order to be a king, in order to be a queen, you need to first act like one in order to be treated like one. So the Seven of Swords and also the Knight of Wands here, there could be something that you're going to do to get back at someone, I'm not going to lie. And it could be something not like direct, but you know what they say, like the best revenge is no revenge. The best revenge is just to be happy. So there is something about you getting revenge on someone just by being happy. And this also has to do with the world in general, because I was picking up on a big theme for a lot of you that you could be simultaneously dealing with love. But for some of you, there's some sort of thing about a scheme of the world. Like you're waking up to the reality that, oh, we are in a controlled matrix. Oh, there are forces that want to keep me down. And there's something about you then awakening that lion within you and standing up to that injustice in your life. Now, I'm getting that people are going to come in to help you do that. Your challenge is to let that in and to realize that there is something different between an illusion and a reality. Like we could say from a certain level that everything is an illusion. So whoever's offering you a perspective about how the world works, I just feel like there's a temptation for you to be like, yeah, maybe that's the exact thing I need. Maybe this person is telling me the exact thing I need in a YouTube video, in a conversation that you have in February, but you're just like, there is this energy of you being like, yeah, well, it's all just fake anyway. It's not fake. I mean, this reality is a form of simulation. It is a dream in us, but it's like, what level do you want to talk about it from? That's why when we talk about spirituality, it can get so confusing, because whenever someone brings up a spiritual concept, I'm like, yeah, well, what dimension are you talking about it from? As a spiritual teacher and even as a tarot reader, the part that's so confusing is I'm constantly having to distinguish between, well, what dimensional level are we talking about? On a 3D level, on a human level, you're here, it's real. From a higher dimensional level, it's not real. And so there's something about you working through maybe the difference of energy between these different realities and integrating that. There's just something really deep going on here, Leo. So with that being said, let's try to uncover some of this for you. Some of you with supreme protection as well. I don't know. Let's see what the Seven of Cups is here. Why is the Seven of Cups here, Leo, in your opportunity? Some sort of big emotional decision. It's almost like you need to wake up and smell the coffee for some of you about something, whatever that means. Why is the Seven of Cups here, Leo, for you? For February as your opportunity. Yeah. Something very intense is going on here, Leo. A darkness. You have an opportunity to like sort through the darkness is what I'll say. I mean, the Seven of Cups is clarified by the Seven of Swords. That's also in your advice. The Nine of Swords, the Hermit and the Devil, and also the Four of Pentacles here. So it's almost like you need to go into a dark room and you need to see how you've been deceiving yourself or how someone's been deceiving you. And you need to really sit with that. And it's almost like you're going to either become Spider-Man or the Green Goblin. I'm telling you. Now, because, okay, a lot of you have been hurt. You've either been hurt by the Matrix or you've been hurt by someone in love, or there's some sort of illusion that is now being revealed to you and it stings. But if you can sit with that, what I don't want you to do, there is something here about, once again, the reason why all this feminine energy is here, Bridget, Freya, Green Tara, is because some of you are going to be tempted to fight fire with fire. Some of you are going to be tempted to say, oh, this is all an illusion. This is a matrix for people, like interdimensional and financial, and every single element you could possibly imagine is trying to keep me down, trying to keep me in a suspended low frequency state. Okay, then I'm just going to go and become like a killer. Oh, that's what they're doing? Like, let's mug them. Like there's something about an eye for an eye. Be careful with that. You don't want to turn into the Green Goblin. You want to turn into Spider-Man, all right? So, and this also could even have to do with love, but for a lot of you, it's a bigger picture. Okay, let's see why the Ace of Cups is your challenge. For a lot of you, there is someone coming in. It could be an air sign. It could be a water sign. For a lot of you, it doesn't have to be. But there is something about a new love coming in amidst all this chaos. So let's see why the Ace of Cups is here in your challenge. You have the Four of Cups. Let's see why the Ace of Cups is here in your challenge for February. The Ace of Cups in your challenge is clarified by the Five of Pentacles, the Tower, and also the Page of Wands here. Okay, so for some of you here, there's an old lifeline. There's an illusion lifeline that you just hate anymore. This is either the job that you're working at. This is the lifestyle that you're living. This is some sort of illusion that you're like, it's all good, man. Nah, I didn't get schemed. I didn't get schemed in love. I didn't get schemed by the Matrix. It's all good, man. It's all good. And the challenge is that's breaking down. The Ace of Cups is here, and the Tower and the Five of Pentacles. Like, there's something about you getting mad and then you having this new quest to go on. But a lot of you are just like wondering, like, how is this actually going to work? Like the Page of Wands is going out on a new quest. It's about having fun, even having fun with the darkness, right? Now, for some of you though, the Tower, the Five of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, some of you just feel like this is too soon. Someone's rushing in. There's an opportunity with love for someone, with you, and a healing. But your challenge is that maybe something just fell apart for you, okay? And for some of you, yeah, all right. So I am interested in why the Justice card is here, because there's all these themes of the Seven of Swords is here twice. I mean, and you have the Ace of Cups here twice. Okay, the Justice card is by the Ace of Cups. For a lot of you, there's someone new coming in for you that's going to restore justice to your life, and they're a better option for you. And that's the best revenge, is just to run off into the sunset and be with someone new, is what I'm getting. That's at least like the opportunity on the table for you. Now, a lot of you as well, this has to do with a spike in your emotions, right? The Ace of Cups in your challenge, the Ace of Cups is here in your overall general energy, right next to the Eight of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Justice card. What I'm getting from this is there's a rush of energy. Because once you can admit that there is some sort of illusion, someone didn't love you, someone cheated on you, or the Matrix in general, you know, you got schemed, there's this like, okay, we got schemed. Like, we just got punched in the face. We just got punched in the face. So now I'm awake, you know. It might sting. Then you have the Queen of Swords, and you also have the Fool, the Justice card. And it's interesting, the King of Swords is in what you don't see coming. For a lot of you, there is a new relationship that's coming in very fast, and it's gonna bring a lot of justice to a lot of your hardships. But for a lot of you, this more so has to do with a bigger quest when it comes to your life purpose or breaking out of some sort of matrix structure. Now, let's go ahead and clarify why. Let's see why because I think the Star will encompass it all. Why is the Star card here? Heal, I almost said healing, that's what it's about. Why is the Star card heal in what you don't see coming? A lot of healing coming in for you, but it's like your opportunity is to not run from any pain. Don't run to addictions, sit with it, and then make use of it. Why is this? I mean, the Star is clarified by the Star. Okay, that means it's on point with what I'm saying here, where the Star is clarified by the Emperor, the Judgment, and also the Star. So these are three major arcanas in what you don't see coming, clarifying a major arcana. There's something spiritual going on here. For a lot of you, there's a healing relationship on the way, and it's someone that's going to treat you right. The Emperor is someone who's very self-actualized, and it's interesting because you have the Empress here in your advice. And the Emperor is someone who's a combination of all four kings, and I feel like this is the person. Some of you could be connecting with an Aries in love. Not going to be all of you, though, but there's someone here who's going to help you. I'm getting there's someone that's going to help you. The universe always sends someone. What you have to understand about this reality, the universe always sends someone. Your challenge is to then be like, okay, I'm not going to let my past hurt. I'm not going to like put my head in the sand and be like, nope. It's like being open to this influence, right? So just be aware of that. Being open to this new love, being open to this new mentor. Some of you have a new mentor. Some of you have a new way of looking at life, but you have to like, okay, this is happening. And then let's clarify why in the advice. Let's see why the Seven of Swords is here. You know, it's to like wake up. Yes. Why is the Seven of Swords here, Leo? Seven of Swords is clarified by the Sun, the High Priestess, and also the Ace of Wands. So there's a lot of clarity in your advice here. There's something that pisses, like whatever pisses you off, someone didn't treat you right, the world sucks, the world is a big scheme. You're meant to use that and channel it into some sort of fire, right? Like this Knight of Wands here, the Ace of Wands is a new beginning. And but it's the Sun. Remember, the Ace of Cups is your challenge, though, and so you don't really know where this is all leading you. There is some sort of like whatever happens to you in February that really like just stings you. That's meant to happen for a deeper reason to transform you. That's all I'm going to say here. So with that being said, I'm going to conclude this reading. I hope that you enjoyed it, Leo, and I'll talk to you next time.